Well, howdy, folks. So today I get to dial in a hole, and you all have probably seen one of these. It's called an indacol, an indicator, test indicator. I like the interrapids. I've had this one for 20 years, and it has launched off of this indacol at least a dozen times. Because people would fire up a machine without stopping the spindle correctly. Anyhow, the indicator is still accurate, so I still run it. But the reason I use this rather than it's called a coax or coaxial indicator. This is accurate. It takes a second to get it set up. It takes a little bit of practice to get it going. But if you bend it around where it's doing this kind of crookedy thing, as you can see, it does so much better. We're on the wrong hole, of course. Hopefully you can still see that. Yeah. Get that close. Just like any other indicating method, you get it close before you jump in the hole. That's pretty good right there, isn't it? Okay, so that's pretty good. Drop her in the hole, make sure nothing hits, make sure everything's clear, and then just move it out a little bit. So we're hitting there. I don't know how good these holes are. I didn't make this part from what it is. So they have... Okay, once you know you're touching all the way around, then it gets easy. Okay. So you pick a side, doesn't matter which side. And you make your indicator. Match both sides. Now this is a manual, so you try to have positive approach on it. And this hole is definitely not round. But for what we're doing, it's good enough. So then we will turn on our Super Skookum. Oh. We got a DRO that kind of works. But yeah, that's all it takes. And that one went really quick. Probably could have made this a short, but I am like really good at this because I had to do it for thousands of parts. And the reason that I use the indacol versus a test indicator versus a coax is a coax has two sides. It runs on a ramp. And it rocks on that ramp. And if the shaft is bent, or the ramp isn't true, or if your collet isn't running true, then your accuracy goes out the window. Where an indicator, it doesn't matter where all this lines up at. It's all bent, it's all crooked. It's always going to be on the same plane. You're not having something that's rotating around a shaft that's not running true. If that shaft isn't running true, you're not measuring true. And having to deal with true position on parts of, ridiculous tolerances and having to fix and repair a bunch of shit, which was kind of my job before I became a logger. The indacol just caused more problems. Or not the indacol, but the coax caused more. Even the fancy Blake, what are they, $800 now, $600? They're shit out of the box. This is accurate every time. Anyhow, that's the story for today. That's the project I'm working on. This is for a buddy's log grapple. He got it this far, and then this is wrong. So he needs these to go in here. They don't go in there no more. And so we're going to put them over here. Pardon me. And, well, got the camera stood up on the part I've actually got to mate to. So it has to line up to these two ports. And seal and everything. So we're gonna port one side and mill it flat, probably this side, and we'll flip it over and we'll drill and counterbore for the pipe thread, but it has to be spaced out a little bit so that these don't interfere with each other. And that's the job for today. Anyhow, you'll have a good day.